today we're going to talk about introduction to data jobs with AI impact. So I believe most of the audience, maybe you are new to this industry. So I will just break down very slowly and talk about step by step. If you have any questions during these sections, you can always feel free to unmute yourself. I'll post your question in the Zoom chat. Okay. First of all, let me do a quicker introduction to WeCloudData. So WeCloudData is a data scientist, data analytics, and a data engineer bootcamps. So for example, in the data scientist bootcamp, we will have full-time bootcamp, and you only need to get training for 3 months, and it will be 40 hours per week. And during that bootcamp, you will learn SQL, Python, data scientist skills, machine learning skills, and big data. So you will create your own portfolio projects, and after you graduate, and you will enroll to the real client projects. For the real client projects means you will work on the real world problems, and this part will be used on your resume as part of your work experience. Meanwhile, you will receive one-on-one career mentorship. Career mentor, most of them is our alumni who graduate from the bootcamp, and they are now working in the different industries, as have lots of experience and help lots of students land job fast. And that's the whole package for the full-time data scientist. We do have part-time if you are very busy on the daily jobs and you looking for a part-time opportunity to upskill yourself. And I think part-time bootcamp is the best program for you. So it will be 6 months instead of 3 months, and you will learn SQL, Python, data scientist, machine learning, big data, and also you will have 3 portfolio projects during this learning. Only difference is optional for you to join the real client projects, and you also get to receive one career mentor. We will have like new course start end of this month, and if you have interest, please reach out to us. Okay, so for today's, we will talk about what is data and what's most example of how data is used, and what are the possible career paths in the data, and compare career paths, what they do, and what kind of skills they require. So what does the typical workday look like in the BI, DS, DE, and machine learning engineer? And also we will talk about should I pursue a career in data, and also the tips for getting started, like what is your options. So first of all, what is data? So data is collecting information for reference or analysis. It will allow us to make insight or info decision. Can be found in many different forms, and is a privilege in our daily lives. Okay. So the most example, like the most common one is from social, like a networking site, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc. And also it's being used in the house care, medical service, like tracking house patterns, prediction of disease, personal health recommendations, etc. And also will be used from the shopping, suggesting products, stocking stocking inventories, and etc. So most application of data, so there are many types of use, and it can be used for the customer relationship management, and is also being included in the process of optimizations, network optimizations, product improvement, budget improvement, and making marketing optimizations. So which means this is being used on everywhere. For example, in the airlines, it will be optimize the flight routes and improve the fuel efficiencies, and smart maintenance, demand forecasting, and also performance management. In the telecom, it will be included fraud detections and charm preventions, network optimizations, product development. In the retail, it will be used for the customer segmentation and the product optimizations, price analytics, and inventory analysis. Okay. So that's the mainly use. So which means we will the use of data is actually every day. So but data as it's probably as the new oil just means it's sticky and getting all over the place. So the value of data being increased worldwide, like since 2010, like it's increased by the database, and it's probably increased like even faster in the next coming years. Okay. And still, even though we collect so many data, but there's still a value of the gap. From this graph, you can see the current deliver value from the data represents the purple lines by the time. So for now, there will be still a big gap, like a potential delivery value from data you can do. And that's why there will be different like a job career paths being created by the different company. Okay, so let's talk about what are some of the possible career paths in the data. First of all, there will be you could be a data scientist, and also it could be a business intelligence, also data analytics, machine learning engineer, or data engineering. So this will be for most popular jobs in current daily from big companies. So there will be few examples of other careers in the data, such as data architectures, database managers, data security, and research analysts. But today we will focus on the uh, like for example the data scientist. So in the data scientist, and you need to be good at you will work on some coding skills like Linux, so which mainly used for the big data or community from your local computer to the cloud computer. For the programming, and also you are using the Python and the SQL as well. But also Linux is also will be one of the operating systems, same as also it could be it's very common being used. And for the database, we use SQL, and for the big data, also we'll be using the most of the time you will use SQL to get connection between your local computer and the cloud. Okay. For the vision control, and you will use GitHub. For the platform, it will be cloud like AWS or Azure or Google Cloud Platform. For the big data, the tools you're going to use will be Hadoop and Spark. And for the containerizations, you will use Dockers. The machine learning part, you will use different library, using Python, and there will be more library you will be used. And if you're new to this industry, I will just skip that library because you do need to have basic knowledge to understand what's the uses. But mainly, there will be some focus on the math, some focus on the exploratory. Also, you can consider as a EDA. And machine learning will be mainly using the library is a scikit-learn. And the feature preparation, pandas, PySpark also will be used. And also there will be deep learning library like Python, TensorFlow is very popular. For the language, mainly for the most popular natural language processing library will be GNIS and SciPy and NLTK. Okay? For storytelling, it's also very important because that's also all the technical skill you need to learn. But in terms of the like industry knowledge or industry skill, you do need to know the how to using the visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI, Lookers to talk about the insight about the data and give some help make some decisions based on the data. Okay, and also you should do the presentation, but nowadays doesn't have to be the PowerPoint, but depending on the requirement, sometimes you do need the PowerPoint or Excel. Some use cases will be like risk management, retail, telecom, and etc. Okay, so so for the data scientists, you are mainly building up machine learning pipelines and use the result to get the business to make a decision. For the data engineer, you will build the data pipelines and the data model to supply data for both data analytics or BI or data scientist usage. For the business intelligence or data analytics, and you will help business find info decision, understand the what and the why via data analysis and the visual storytellings. Machine learning engineer is more advanced, like a type of a career. Most of the time, you may have to be already in this field, and you want to upskill yourself. The main goal is training and tuning advanced AI or machine learning models, and also put them into the production through the model pipelines and make the development and the monitoring in the scalable way. Okay, so this is just a quick overview about outcome of the jobs for the descriptions and the possible job skill needs and the tools being used. So if you are interested to become a data engineer and you will build you will build a data pipeline and the data model to supply data for BI and the DSUs. So the possible job, the title you are looking for is a data engineer, data warehouse specialist, data architectures, big data developer, or big data engineer. So sometimes will be different like descriptions from the job post, but based on the requirements you may find there will be very good fits for what you learn. So in order to looking for that, and first of all, on the job description, you are looking for the skill like for the coding part, you will need SQL, Python, and Scala. For the container, you will use Docker, and the database will be SQL and then NoSQL. For the big data, you will use Spark and Hadoop. For the cloud side, will be AWS, Google Cloud Platform, and Azure. So all these skills, some of them you may need to use AI to help you to do this works, but mainly it's just assist. So the AI is not big impact as a junior positions. And also for the senior, you may want to reduce use of AI, even though the AI is very popular, but based on the factor from our alumni, our person in this field, like it's just a support tools, but it's never able to replace. The tools gonna be used will be SQL, Python, Linux, Spark, and if you want for this AI, I will say it's just support tools, and it is same to all the industries, and they're not able to help you to solve the problem. They only able to give you explanation on the code you have or some code you do not familiar with, and it will help you to make the documentations and help you get a quick understand for something you may not familiar with. But like in the end of the day, they cannot replace you to make a decision. I will say this way. For data scientists, you will build machine learning models, and you will help to make predictions with a machine learning model for the decision makings. The title will be data scientist and analytics consultant, machine learning scientist, or machine learning researcher, or statistician. And also you will find there will be a data scientist analytics, and also there will be analytics data scientist as well. Yeah. So the skills you will need to is analytical or critical thinking, coding, and is important, machine learning, math, and the statics, and big data. The tools you will use is SQL, Python, Python or R, but most of the case, we will recommend use Python because it's more beginner friendly. Machine learning algorithm. For the machine learning engineer, as mentioned, is more advanced, so I will just quick address. And what you do is automate machine learning process and deploy and monitor models in the production environment. The title will be machine learning or AI engineer, machine learning or AI researcher, and the machine learning operations engineer, AI implementation engineer, deep learning specialist. So you will have to have very strong programming backgrounds, and also the tools you're gonna library you're gonna use the tools you're gonna use will be Python, Java, Python, TensorFlow. The platform will be the cloud like AWS, and also you are using container using the Docker. For the BI, business intelligence or data analytics, Your focus is analysis business data and building the dashboard to support data-driven decision. The job title will be BI analysis or BI developer, product analysis, data analysis, BI consultant, or reporting specialist. The skill you need is the data cleaning, data modeling, communication, visualization, business acumen, analytical, and or critical thinking. The tools you're gonna use in SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Excel, and Python. Okay, so that's all the difference between each of job title and the potential job titles. But I have to point out, if you're a beginner, and I will recommend you to start with the data analytics, which is business intelligence, and the next one will be the data scientist. So both of the data scientist and business intelligence is more like a beginner friendly, because in the requirement of the code, it's not that not that heavy as a data engineer or machine learning engineer. The reason is mainly what you do is you're just gonna create a SQL or Python script to gather the data you need, and then make some data pre-processing, create the values of data, make some visualizations, or create a machine learning model. And most of the tools already exist. It's only only require you have the solid knowledge with these tools and some skills, but you don't have to create anything new. Your first is understand the data and create a data pipelines and make the visualizations tools or make a machine learning models. But for the data engineering, you may have to make a very complex code to create a data pipeline in between the cloud platform, because you want to support the data to both BI and the DS usage, and it require you to handle like very massive data, very complex data. And also you do need to have some like filtering, and that's why you need a more advanced with coding like a SQL and Python. Same as machine learning engineer, and because you both of this data engineer or machine learning engineer, you will involve some create develop models or employment to the cloud. But the difference between the data engineering and data scientist and business intelligence is that you don't need to have very solid knowledge with math, and you don't need to do any analytics or critical thinking. Your focus is on the coding side. Okay. So for the work environment and for the data engineering, generally you are within a team. Data engineer can perform your job. Most of job is on-site or remote. And for the salary, average salary in this analysis for the lead will be 116,000. And for the senior will be 134,000. Okay? Data scientist, if you have less than a year experience, it will be 77,000. Junior position is 83,000. And the intermediate will be 97,000. And the senior will be 110,000. So for the machine learning, if less than a year is 79,000. Junior position is 91,000. Intermediate is 118,000. For business intelligence, less than 1 year will be 56,000. Junior position is 67,000. Intermediate is 80,000, and 86,000 for senior position. So that's just the based on the, I believe, based on the Indeed, based on the Glassdoor, the data from Glassdoor. That's the salaries from that database. Okay. Again, so the salary could be different, depends on where you come from. If you are in the United States, the salary will be in US dollar, and if you're in Canada, the salary will be in Canadian dollars. Okay. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post a question in the Zoom chat, or you can just unmute yourself to ask the question. Okay. So So what does the typical workday looks like? And let's go dive into that. First of all, you see there will be a different like a there will be different requirement for different job titles, but there will be some of the duties very similar. Uh, First of all, as the engineer, so you have access to the source data, and it will be raw data, and you will collect the raw data you need, and create a make some process. Uh, the reason why you do that is if the data is very large and you want to reduce the cost or reduce the response time, so you do have to create a more smaller database, and we call it analytics data. So which means it just focuses on the filtering data for the analytics or machine learning uses. So for example, if the data is like is 100%, and you maybe just need 10% of that data to create a visualization dashboard or machine learning model. So it's not necessary to provide entire data. And also like because we use 10% of the data, so this model, the response time to create a model or get a query will be much faster. So data scientists will use that analytics data, and sometimes like also the business intelligence or data analytics also use that data as well. But the purpose for the is different. Purpose for data analytics, you will create a report or you create a dashboard, and to help a company make a like a campaign decisions or help them to analyze the data, give some insight. So this is you telling like a what and why, telling like what this data looks like, if there are any trends and any action you want to do. And then maybe the company make decision, oh, I like this idea, I like this project. Let's start move to the next stage. So they will, for example, they want to make a forecasting on the, for example, on the inventory. So let's say they want to say how many how many toys or how many products they want to order, and they in order to make a more accurate decisions, so they will move this project to the data scientists. So once data scientists understand the business need, and they will use that data to create machine learning models, and this model will be make also they will use the updated data to make a more accurate prediction, but the goal is in the point they will make a final predictions. For example, it will predict like we want to order like 1,000 of these products in the next year, and if we want to make sure there will be additional like inventory just in case there will be a higher demand, maybe we can add another 100,000 or 10,000 for this product. So this model will make a decision. Sometimes the model, if this model is used to the end users, and they will create an interface to show like the result. Okay, so this is just an example to tell the difference. And the machine learning engineer is more focused on the continuing improve this ongoing projects to make the improvement or make the adjustment. So end of the day, they will have like a more accurate product. And so that's the main difference. Okay. So should I pursue a career in data? So also there will be talent wars, and every company and to want to pay more to hire more talent candidates. So increasing gap in between the so this is because this survey from the COVID, and so based on that, and they will because increase the gap between the piece of COVID, reinforce digital transformation and the availability of capable tech works. So survey shows 64% of the stack tools pending emerge technical is a tech talent shortage. So based on the survey, there are huge tech shortage, but not. But for the last 2 years, actually, the shortage is a kind of balanced, and But still there will be will be good opportunity for you to join the data fields. The reason is again is everything's become digitalizations and also if you have passion to the data, and I think that's good time to start the new career. Okay, so what are some of the options out there? So there will be master programs, and there will be like a MOOC, so which is a like you can learn everything free. And also there will be continuing educations, and also there will be a boot camp. Okay, so the master program is most prestigious among all. So it's has highest admission criteria, and it has longest durations. Not, most of the time will be 1 to 2 years, and it incepts just on serious and collective research abilities. It costs more, and the student really plan ahead, so they are not in a huge hurry to land a job. And the graduates are favored by big tech companies, but still there will be a disadvantage if you go to the master program is that you don't really have a, because you focus on the research, so it's not really handle the real world problems. So we do have some students, they do join the master program, and they do are in the end they do join our boot camp. And the reason is that there will be because first of all, like the research is maybe not a demands on the current job market, and maybe also this is a like this a technique, or maybe some researchers is not really able to land a job just by their education background. So that's why our bootcamp do offer a real-time projects to give you a hands-on. No matter doesn't matter like if you have this knowledge or don't have this knowledge background from strong like a STEM background, and you as long as you have good experience, lots of work experience in the data field, and you should be very competitive. So for the traditional like OOC course, like you have to first of all, it's a no cost. Everyone can learn Python and SQL, but the problem is normally the duration is very could be very long because you don't learn in a structured way, and you cannot reinforce. It doesn't enforce academic goals. Learners are usually self-motivated, but completion rate is very low. So that is actually lots of facts. People give up very earlier in the earlier study days because they didn't see the result, or they don't know like what they can do with the skills. And by the time goes, the knowledge that you have to return this knowledge is very hard by the self-motivate. Okay. And also the course completion certification means a little to the employer. The reason is that they don't really look into your certifications by complete the Google or complete other programs. And again, as I mentioned, like they do looking for what kind of experience you have. So it's great upskill for learner to get prepared for a formal program. And for the continuing educations, is are like a continuing education programs are favored by full-time worker professionals who want to upskill themselves. They usually cover practical skills that are more tolerate to the job market demand. Duration is shorter than master program, but longer than a boot camp. And the tuition is lower than master program and the same as boot camp. Certificate and diploma credentials gives a student an edge in the job market and have more credibilities. So students usually want to achieve their goals, promotion or job switch in 1 to 3 years. So again, from the continuing educations, they still have a struggle with a lack of a real experience, and also depends how the program is designed. Sometimes not very helpful in some way to for students, because sometimes you don't have enough time to go to the very depths on each step, and usually it's just like a very simple project, and it's hard for you to recap like we can do during that program. For the bootcamp programs are usually favored by the full-time job seekers and the university graduates. So students typically have a strong sense of urgent to get employed. Bootcamp are much shorter, 3 months to 6 months, and therefore appealing to many. So application process is a lot easier than like master program. And the admission criteria is a lot lower as well. So bootcamp students usually expect a higher level of service and support, and most needs more hand holding. So not all employer favor bootcamp students, and the bootcamp provides better career support. Okay, so for the bootcamp, there will be advantage for someone who wants to land a job as soon as possible. And for our bootcamp, and we have even more like additional values to add this program to make our student have really high successful rate. So but the research from the government of Ontario's, and our replacement rate, I think in 2022 is a 95%. And also, which means like a 95% students from our bootcamp land a data job, and 95% of these students are in the data fields. So they graduate and they do able to land job within a year, and also all of them is in the data field. Okay. So by this comparison, we can find the comparisons, and for the is again, so I think the main purpose, first of all, depends how urgent you want to land a job. If you want to land a job like as soon as possible, I will recommend you to join the bootcamp. So for now, I think that's all I want to cover for the difference between the job. And if you have any question, again, you can feel free to leave your question here. For now, I think I will show how you there. I think if you are available, you can talk a little bit about AI impact. I think this is also the interest from the audience as well. Okay, so I think if show up, okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm around. So hey guys, I actually just wrapped up an AI event talking about large language modeling. So I think my take on this is that you're here in this event because you might be interested in pursuing a career in data. But I think familiarizing yourself with AI, generative AI is very important if you want to build a competitive advantage. It doesn't mean you need to become an AI engineer. I think the path to becoming an AI engineer is actually quite long. You need to acquire the necessary, prerequisites such as knowing Python, data analysis, and machine learning before you can move on to AI engineering. So along the way, you will basically pick up data science. So many people will, start as a data analyst or data scientist and then move on to machine learning and AI engineering. But my recommendation for since we're talking about data jobs, so let's start from data analytics or data analyst. So my recommendation for data analyst who want to become, a data analyst or modern data analyst, I think you need to learn how to work with generative AI tool. You're not necessarily building Gen AI solutions, but you are very efficient users of tools like ChatGPT. Everyone can chat, but it doesn't mean that you can use ChatGPT and do prompt engineering, efficiently. And also, ChatGPT is really just one small applications in the generative AI world. I think what can really help you become more effective or efficient at work is automate things. So working with AI automation tools such as Zapier, I think will be very helpful. So, yeah, I've seen use cases where our students have built interesting use cases where they have to process a lot of receipts and invoices, right? So they use Zapier to automate that, and downloading emails automatically, and then call the OpenAI API, right, to extract useful information from PDFs, and then they summarize everything and save that to an Excel spreadsheet or somewhere. So we're leveraging generative AI tool, but also we're automating a workflow. I think that will help you become very efficient. And I see a lot of small use cases in different business scenarios. There are also consulting companies out there. Their entire product and service is basically AI automation. So yeah, so that's something I highly recommend. And if you want to become a data scientist, I think it will be great if you can sort of learn how to work with large language models. So you're not training models. Maybe you don't need to fine tune models, but in Python, in your Python code, you can work with Hugging Face to load a large language model, and you can use that for downstream tasks, or you can use OpenAI and just prepare the data and use it for some fine tuning purposes, to tailor the chatbot to your own use cases. I think these will be some really interesting use cases for a data scientist. And also, I think some of the traditional machine learning libraries have already started to embrace generative AI and LLMs as well. So scikit-learn, for example. Now there's something called Scikit LLM. Yeah, you can check it out. It's pretty interesting. So I think for a data scientist, Gen AI is something that you just need to add a skill set you need to add to your toolbox. That's going to help your portfolio look stronger. You can definitely work on more portfolio project related to Gen AI and building RAG applications as well. So that overlaps with AI engineering. So I think eventually data scientists will sort of need to upskill themselves to become AI engineers, as a lot of the low level easier tasks that will get automated, right? And data analysts will be still focusing more on the business analytics side, providing, because they understand the business context really well. So leveraging all kinds of AI tools, along with Python SQL and your data analysis skills, you can achieve more. But data scientists, I think, will need to move towards ML engineering and AI engineering, direction, to stay competitive. Yeah, just my 2 cents on this. If you have any questions about this, feel free to let me know. We have maybe 15-20 minutes. Happy to do an AMA session.
Thank you, Shofan. So meanwhile, feel free to post our questions, and then just quick go through the courses and we offer. So we have two different type of course in general. One of them is on like a live sections. So it's you will follow with instructors and join the live section. We have full-time and part-time options. Another option is will be self-paced. So in the self-paced, it will totally based on your personal schedules, and we still provide support, including mentorship, and we have weekly TF hours. But only difference, you may not get as many support as full-time, and you don't follow along the live sections. And this is more for someone like prefer your own pacing, and it's better for someone already have basic knowledge with SQL Python and want to take advantage to complete the course as soon as possible. For the data analytics, and you can go to this page, and you will find the introductions to the bootcamp, and also we will including overviews, and also we have the like description about the real-time projects. Sorry, let me just go back and talk about instructor and the curriculum. So let me just quickly go through the curriculum just in case if you have any questions. So during the BI programs, we will talk about Excel, and also you will learn some very cool tools. We are using AI to to help you to get some information using Excel. So including the including building a dashboard using Excel, and also we have the SQL language learnings. Some tools you're gonna use will be data grapes, SQLs, MySQLs, and Snowflake, and Postgres. So in the Python, we will talk about focus on the Python library like pandas, data analysis, and the open data. And for the visualization tools, it will also including Tableau for the visualization purpose, and the Power BI. And also you will, after this basic courses, you do have lots of use cases being introduced during this bootcamp. There will be industry cases project. And if it's the lab sections, we have very experienced instructor who are now in the different industry, and they will showcase how you use what you learn and in the real life, in the real life projects. Okay? And also you will have a portfolio workshop to complete your own visualization dashboard, or you can create that dashboard on the GitHub if you want. And also there will be a code interview practice and to help you to prepare yourself before the interview. For the instructor, let me just go up to the instructor. For the instructor, we have different instructor. We have Hero, and who is a director risk management and then analytics at Seed Financial Group. So he is one of the instructor, and also we have Pravin, who is a senior manager and the AML analytics from Scotia Bank. And also we have Kane, who is a senior manager and at credit risk modeling, decision sense, and BMO Finance Group. Okay. So he also he's our not only the instructor, also the career mentor. And also we have Eric, and who is a AI implementation engineer from Overfit. We have we also have Always is a business system analysis from the Stars Group. So lots of instructor are already in the industry, and they already have very strong knowledge and give you the best explanation on this use case, how to work on this code. And also we have TAs, and also TA also from the industry, they will give you support. And also that's for the BI program. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave your question in the chat. For other courses, we also have a data scientist course. We have a full-time and a part-time. For the full-time, it will be 5 days a week. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. for the first sections. In the afternoon, it's from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So we have lecture sections, we have a lab section, and the 12 hours. So for data scientists, and let me just go to the curriculum. So for the data scientists, we start with SQL, and you will learn how to using the database from MySQL and OSQL. The tools you're gonna use data grapes, and you will learn how to do the data extractions and the data transformations, the aggregations, and also part of you will learn how to using SQL to do SQL to work on the data modeling or data preparation, data cleanings. So you will learn all these details in the SQL course. And also we will involve some OpenAI tools during these sections, and there will be very interesting lab. We're gonna lead you in the lab sections. For Python, for the module 2, we have data scientists with Python, and the tools you're gonna use will be Python, and you will use a Jupyter Notebook to run the Python's library. We will constantly use will be NumPy, SciPy, Pandas, and for the visualization, you will use Plotly, and also we teaching Seaborn and also other library as well. So, and also you will learn how to using the Streamlit, and which is a little bit more advanced visualization tools. And also you will learn, there's also a lab for the Python as well. So once you learn the SQL Python and also of course in the Python you will learn what is data structure and how you can using some Python functions and using the Python modules, and also learn how to use the Python data frame, create some data frame in the Python environment. And you will learn how to do the EDAs, and you will work on web scraping libraries like a Beautiful Soup and Selenium, and you understand what is HTML. So you will use your Python tools to connect data APIs, and you will know how to do the database integrations, and and also other Python libraries and also Python packaging. Okay? So once you learn SQL and Python, we will move on to the machine learning. So machine learning, we will have lots of fun topics gonna be introduced. We always start with the math, including the statistics and the mathematics. And during this progress, you will learn the basic model like linear algebra, decision tree, and also you will create using different strategy to work on these basic line models, and you will learn how to do the EDAs, how to pre-processing the data. You can create a new features. You will using the PC to reduce to help you to make feature selections and do the feature engineering. So you will learn how to work on the regressions analysis, and also you will learn how to work on the using the advanced machine learning models to do the for the assemble trees. And also you will learn how to do the model validations to improve your confidence of your model. Hyperparameter tunings is help you to increase the accuracy of the models. And also you will learn the clusterings, deep learnings, like a neural network, natural language processing, and the text classifications, and the sentiment analysis. So you will learn all this during the machine learning portions. And so this is all the machine learning tools or machine learning technical skills you need to learn. So we will move to the big data. So big data, there will be different tools you're gonna learn. So mainly we focus on the AWS and the Databricks. So you will learn the big data concept and the characteristics and the big data technologies and their uses, and the distribute computing and data visualization, the analytics, and the data wrangling. So in the big data, so you are focused to maybe the more focus is if you already have a machine learning models, you can implement your model using this like cloud platform. So you are using the AWS to connect the database, and also you will scrape the data, do the data like wrangling using the Firehawk kinesis to stream the live data and save to the like a SQL or non-SQL database. And you will connect that database with Databricks to create a model, and you will save the result back to the S3 bucket and create a visualization or do some analysis. So that's the goal for the big data, and it's going to be very important when you want to land a job. And this is all and if you do the job search, and all we talk about, all we teach in the data scientist bootcamp is very important for you to land a job. Okay. And also there will be lots of use cases will be covered during this boot camps, including some lots of them will be at the labs. So it will be telecom churn predictions, recommender systems, supply chain forecasting, retail customer segmentations, social sentiment analysis, bank fraud detections, bank loan approval, at CTR predictions, insurance claim predictions. So in the last module is a career preparations. And so it's very important for you to prepare for the interview. So we will teach you how to do the job search, how to do the cold callings, and also how to improve your social networking, and how to work on the presentations and the salary negotiations. So after you graduate from the bootcamp, again, so you have option to join the real client projects. So during the real client projects, and again, you can put that part of your work experience, and that's make yourself stand out compared with others. Okay, so if you have any question to the data scientist program, you can always leave a question in the chat. Yeah, for someone who joined late, and the recording will be available on the YouTube. So let me share the link to the YouTube. So last course I'm gonna go over will be data engineering. Again, let me share another message. So I already shared the link to the data scientist bootcamp, and you can click this link to redirect you to this page. And also under the courses, and you can look into the data engineering and AI engineering. I think I want to cover a quick cover for the data engineering bootcamp. So for the data engineering bootcamp, the curriculum will be first. We will start with Linux and Docker, and continue. We will move on to the Python for data engineering, but still this small intermediate Python is not for the beginner Python. You do require have some basic knowledge with Python before you join the data engineering bootcamp. And after that, we move on to the modern data stack. Some tools will be introduced like a Snowflake, Redshift, dbt, Fivetran, Hightorch, and Postgres. Module 4 will be big data and data lake. Some tools will be introduced will be Databricks, EMR, Spark, S3, and Glue. Okay, so module 5 we will talk about building a data pipelines. The tools gonna cover will be Airflow, Dexter, Perfect, and Step Func, and Lambda. For the module 5, we will cover the non-SQL topics. So the main tools you're gonna use will be the MongoDB, Elasticsearch, Logistack, and Kambana. Okay. On the module 4, for the data engineering bootcamp, you will learn like a data lake and streamings. The tools you're gonna use is NiFi, Kafka, Hoodie, and SBird. Dumbbell, Flick, and Spark. Okay, so again, you will receive the career support by using like with like a one-on-one mentorship, which help you to improve your resumes, and also there are options for you to join the real client projects. Okay, so all this information is available on our website. I noticed some audience joined late, and let me repost the message. So first of all, all the session will be recorded and will be posted on the YouTube. You can click the link for the career guide to know more about our more the career possibilities. And there will be again. So the main career we talk about during this section is a data scientist and data engineer, and data analytics and machine learning engineer. Okay, so you can go to this link to find the difference. Okay, and also if you have any other questions not being addressed, they can always go to the last link, and they can find more links for the bootcamp. There will be some information. You can input your name, your emails, and if you like our events, please give us a 5-star. And if the question you want to ask, you can always leave it here. And you can also let us know what kind of the program you are interested in and the industry you are looking into. And also optional, you can let us know what's the biggest challenge with a career switch.